They thought their cruelty would fade with time, lost in the noise of your silence. But nothing disappears without leaving a trace. Abuse is not a moment. It's a shadow that lingers. They thought it was free, without consequence. But the cost of their abuse? It's you, standing here, unbreakable. They laughed, didn't they? They convinced themselves that their words, their actions, their betrayals would simply vanish into the ether. That you wouldn't remember. That you'd forgive or forget. Or worse, that you would believe their lies about your worth. It started small, didn't it? A cutting remark. A subtle insult masked as a joke. Maybe a cold shoulder when you needed warmth. And as time went on, they grew bolder. Their disregard became a daily weapon. Their cruelty evolved into a pattern. It wasn't just about what they said or did. It was about the message they sent. You don't matter. And for a while, you believed them. Maybe you thought you deserved it. Maybe you thought their words defined your truth. But deep inside, a spark remained. A flicker of resistance. A quiet whisper that said, "No, this is not who I am." The days turned into weeks, the weeks into years. And while they carried on as if nothing happened, you carried their actions like a weight. They thought their abuse was fleeting, but you knew better. It left marks on your mind, on your heart, on your very identity. But pain has a way of teaching. It reveals truths about others and, more importantly, about yourself. The very weight they placed on you became the foundation for your strength. What they didn't realize is that every insult, every betrayal, every attempt to tear you down was building something inside you. Resilience. They thought they were breaking you, but they were forging you. Every time they underestimated you, they added fuel to a fire they couldn't control. And now look at you, the person who refused to stay silent. Not with words, perhaps, but with actions. Your silence isn't weakness, it's power. They wanted you to lash out, to sink to their level, to prove them right. Instead, you chose the harder path, the path of growth, of self-discovery, of quiet strength. And now, their cost is clear. They've lost their grip on you. The power they thought they had is gone. The version of you they tried to control no longer exists. Instead, you stand here, transformed by the very pain they caused. You are their reckoning, the living proof that their actions had consequences. Here's the truth. Abuse isn't without cost. It takes a toll on the victim, but also on the abused. For you, the pain became a lesson, a forge for strength and clarity. For them, it became a weight, a reminder of what they tried to destroy and failed. They thought they would move on, unaffected. But every time they see you, every time they hear your name, they're reminded of their failure. Because they didn't break you. And that's a debt they can never repay. You no longer live in their shadow. You've stepped into your own light, unburdened by their cruelty. They thought their abuse defined you, but it only defined them. It exposed their weaknesses, their insecurities, their inability to face their own flaws. You, on the other hand, have risen above it. And in doing so, you've shown others that they can, too. Your story isn't just about survival, it's about triumph. It's about reclaiming your power, your voice, your life. So let them think what they want. Let them tell themselves whatever they need to sleep at night. You don't need their validation, their apologies, or their understanding. You've outgrown them. The cost of their abuse is written in your strength, your resilience, your ability to rise where they tried to bury you. And the best part? You didn't just survive, you flourished. They thought they could hurt you without consequence, but now they see the truth. The cost of their abuse is you, the powerful, unshakable person you've become. And that's a price they'll pay forever.